Hey man, what country am I from?
He doesn't speak proper English.
Okay.
Did you say blimey?
Okay, welcome to another episode of the Knobheads podcast. We're your hosts. I'm David Ekunno. This is my boy
Charlie Miller.
Okay, and this is another episode, and it's going to be the best episode we've ever done.
This will be the greatest episode
The greatest episode we've ever done.
I want to talk about this show that has an interesting concept.
Can I tell you something? I like it already. You know why? Because I love, for some reason, reality shows that have to do with dating. That's my guilty pleasure. That's, for some reason, it is. But what is it even about, though? What's the premise? Because I saw it, I'll be honest, I saw it, I told you this already, but I saw it, and I thought what was going on, for some reason, is I thought they were marketing incest. I thought we had people who happened to be dating, and for some reason the show just found out that they were related. That's not what's happening, can we be assured that's not what's happening?
I'm pretty certain that's not what's happening.
That's not what's happening. Okay, so what's actually happening?
Before that, probably should have did that first, but before that, I actually want to ask, what's going on in your life?
Oh, you want to ask that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
What's going on? What's new with you, man?
The most new thing about my life is the fact that I just caught COVID a week ago for the second time. You know what's amazing? The first time I caught it was my birthday, August the 4th.
Over a week ago, right?
Over a week ago?
Yeah.
This guy's scared. he said, right? You caught it over
a week ago, right? Those days count.
They do count, but I tested negative, so I'm all clear. But I tested positive on Tuesday because I started with symptoms of sore throat on Monday. Tuesday got horrible. I had a body ache, I had a headache, I had congestion. Yeah, I was just feeling terrible. And of course, just the sorest throat. I never lost my taste or smell, but yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday was pretty bad. And then I started to get better. The fatigue started to wear off, but I kept the sore throat until something like Friday or Saturday. And then, of course, Labor Day was Monday, and I was pretty much all good to go on Monday, apart from I had a cough. Then I tested positive on Tuesday, which is yesterday.
Whoa.
Well, what happened? What did I miss something?
You just said you tested positive on Tuesday, which was yesterday.
Yeah.
You tested positive?
Negative. You know what's difficult about the medical industry is that positive is a bad thing and negative is a good thing. Oopsie daisies, I tested negative and
my guy is on a mission to take me out.
I sent you the pictures.
He's on a mission to take me out. Oh my God.
I tested negative yesterday on Tuesday, but I knew I was negative from before that. On Monday I was pretty much fine. So yeah, I'm all good now, back on my feet, I'm doing well, I'm pretty much 100%. I still got this, slightly scratchy throat, but I've had that since the day I was born, let's be honest, man, it's been clearing his throat since he came out, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm all good. Yeah. Other than that, anything new? I just got a small promotion at work, that's pretty cool.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Nice clap in the background.
All day, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Okay.
How about you? What's new with your life? You just had a 30th birthday.
I did.
Right? And you just had your party the weekend I got sick. So, did one of you guys make me, I don't know. Did one of you guys make me not come to the birthday because you put something in my, I don't know. We don't know. That's still that's speculation.
This man here.
But you just had a party?
Yeah, I turned dirty 30 and I celebrated. We went to Mastro Steakhouse.
Any standout moments? Or did you get blackout drunk and forget everything?
It's funny you say that because
it is funny I said that, huh?
That's literally what fucking happened. So the next day I had a B-Day brunch.
Yeah.
And / game type of day or night or whatever.
Yeah.
So people are doing what they're doing. We drinking, we eating and stuff, this, that, and the other. And I'm taking shots,
As you do.
like little sips of cocktails, this, that, and other mimosas, this, that, and other. I'm drinking water as well, but not enough water. Should have took a nap, didn't take a nap to kind of get ready because we were supposed to go out that night too.
Yeah.
Apparently, I got so fucked up that I got dressed for the whole night or whatever, and all that, and went to, I guess, one of Brandon's like friends' houses. We're all gonna meet there and then go like to
the
place
club.
called
Which club were you gonna go to?
I think it's called Zanaku.
Okay.
It's like some type of like anime type of.
Right, a nice anime vibe, which makes sense because anime lover.
Reserve.
So you're at the friend's house. You've been drinking, but not enough water. What happened?
So at that point, I had been drinking for like fucking, I don't know, maybe like 12 hours.
Most is brunch, innit?
No, I've been drinking for 12 hours. This is nighttime, about to like go out and stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently, I went to use the restroom at her house and I fell asleep on the fucking toilet.
Been there.
I fell asleep on the fucking toilet.
Been there.
Fell asleep on the toilet. And like, I guess like slightly like fell off the toilet. And like, at that point, like, Ham had to like kind of be like, yo, you okay? And then,
oh, were you like pants down or pants up?
Pants down.
Pants down.
Down. Pants down.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, Ham had to come.
That's mad.
And like, cause I was still, I guess, like kind of coherent enough to tell everybody no. But I was like, well, Ham could come in or whatever. And so she came in and like...
Well, no, what? So people are knocking on the door trying to come in?
Yeah, because I had been in the bathroom. I fell asleep.
But you're awake now. And you're like, no.
Yeah, but I'm too drunk. I'm too drunk to like...
To function.
Because everything is spinning. Everything is crazy.
Yeah.
So...
That's crazy, okay.
Harrington, like, she comes in or whatever and stuff, helps, picks my pants up and stuff. And like, then at that point, like, I'm like so still like fucking drunk, yeah. Like, they lay me up on the couch and everybody just continues drinking and having a good time while I'm on the couch. Stop. So, yeah.
That's jokes. Oh, that's funny.
So, that was...
Okay, but you guys didn't go out.
Yeah, we didn't go out, obviously. I folded like a fucking lawn chair.
Yeah, you literally folded.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
It's a symbol, hey. It's a symbol that you're getting too old to be drinking so much in the fucking daytime.
I mean...
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe slow down. Yeah.
But yeah, that was what's new with me, so dirty.
Okay, let's jump into dated and related.
And related. So the premise of the show.
Go ahead.
So basically, it's a show where they take a whole bunch of mostly siblings, and then one pair is like cousins.
Yeah.
Siblings, and they put them all inside this French villa.
Right. It's always a fucking villa, isn't it?
It's always some nice ass tropical, cool ass. You know,
that's just where people just. I mean, I guess
it's what love. It's love. It's what.
That's where you go to bone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, because
it's the easiest place to bone.
Because who's not thinking of like obviously getting their dick sucked while seeing the sunset?
100%.
Yeah,
I think that's what do you call it? Aphrodisiac.
Oh,
like
nice.
A bit of a vegetarian. Yeah, a bit of vegetation. Some tropical fucking.
I say a vegetarian turn you on.
Some vegetarian.
Yeah, when they be eating them salads, you know, I just get so hard, like.
Yeah, but like a bit of vegetation, a bit of like tropical weather, a bit of warm weather, some sunset, just gets the blood going to the right places apparently.
Yeah.
But okay, so you got siblings. There's one pair of cousins. You said.
Yeah, and so everybody's like there to find love, and the point of the show is, I guess they believe that who can be your wingman the best, but your family.
Oh, so they're wingmaning.
They're wingmanning each other.
Yeah, got you.
So it's like if best friends. You say what?
Does that work?
I only seen the first episode.
My concern is that instead of being a wingman, your sibling might be like cautionary. Like,
well, yes, that's
like
also that's also the thing.
Okay, cool.
That's also the thing. So if your like cousin or your brother or sister or whatever sees something that's like, I know you kind of feeling this person, or I know you was thinking about this person, but after having conversations with them or speaking to them, I don't really know if they're the right fit for you.
Yeah.
So.
And that's happening in the show already.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So far, I've only seen the first episode, but so far it's happened a little bit.
Interesting.
There's definitely
and then to the next scene, and that sibling is making out with the person. I don't think they're the right.
Damn, that's fucked up. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's
gonna happen.
If that's going to be in the show. It's gonna
happen in the show.
It's like, you know, I was feeling her. Why would you? You're my brother. You're my cousin.
That's gonna, like, those very words will be said on the show. 100%.
Damn. But is that something that you think, like, okay, if you and your brother.
No, not me and my brother.
You couldn't do it with your brother?
No, we would do the show. I thought you meant.
Oh no, not the situation. I'm saying, so you and your brother. You think your brother be a good wingman for you?
Yeah, I think he would get me cheeks. I don't think he'd get me a solid relationship. But
your brother, like, I mean, is you fucking him or what? Like,
yeah, he would inspire that side of me to come out more. But not he is very polarizing for me too, because he's very he's that kind of guy. He's a guy's guy, but he's also like a fast guy's kind of guy. So he's the kind of person that if I start talking to him about feelings or anything like that, like, shut that shit up, man. Let's yam these girls down. We're not talking about no fucking feelings. Like, he's not gonna egg me on in terms of finding a relationship, but we will have fun if we go into a house like that.
David be talking to him about, like, you know what? I just really like how she's in tune with her emotional
Shut
side.
up, bro. Let's dig these girls down. That's what he's
like. Yeah, fuck all that. Like, did you see the yams on her? That's his brother. Like, did you see them yams on her, though? Like, that's the thing you gotta go after.
Yeah. When do you start settling down? When do you start taking that seriously?
I think you start settling down when you found somebody who, you know, you feel that certain, like, comfortability and, like, trust with and stuff, and you're content with, like, you know what,
comfort,
I can do this. Like, I can see myself doing this, like, for days on end and stuff, months on end, this, that, and the other. Like, coming home to this person, and, like, I enjoy coming home and eating with them. I enjoy, like, spending time with them. I'm always thinking about them. Like, when you about to start a show, or when you see a restaurant you want to try, or whenever you're thinking about going to do some type of event,
we can say
if a specific person always comes to your mind whenever you're thinking about doing those things, then that's the person that has, you know what I'm saying, like, your heart.
Got you.
Like, because so that's where your mind goes. That's where your heart, I mean, yeah, home is where the heart is. Like, your heart is with them.
So you think that you meet someone and they make you ready for that next step. It's not that you're ready and then you meet someone.
Yeah, because I believe that people have a certain point up in their life, of course, where they feel like I should have A, B, C together, or I want to have A, B, C done, or in the process of doing in my life by this time.
Yeah.
But all of that is honestly irrelevant not all of it, like, but it's kind of irrelevant if you're going to be doing that with someone who you don't want to do it with.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. So it's about finding the person. But I mean, because you do meet certain people who are, like, deliberate and very intentional about finding a long-term partner, like a husband or a wife.
Which is Yeah, that's very important because
So I guess sometimes it happens that way as well.
Yeah,
like they make the decision first and they go seeking a certain type of person, and hopefully they find them.
Yeah, because I mean that is very important because when you're just like, I'm a firm believer in what makes relationships simple and easy and work is when they both are working on them and they both have the same end goal in mind.
Yeah.
Like relationships can be totally simple if two people are both working towards the same goal.
Yeah.
When you have one person working towards a goal, one person putting in the work or this, that, and the other and all that, one person that's trying to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z and stuff falls apart.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense. Okay, I suppose let's talk more about relationships. Let's talk about some qualities. What's a quality that's high on your radar when you're looking for a woman?
Submissiveness.
Submissiveness. What does that mean to you?
So for me, submissiveness is, first of all, I think that people get the word submissive confused. The word submissive itself gets a bad rap. Like a lot of the time. Submissive does not mean like inferior or slavery or anything like that. I think sometimes like maybe a person will hear that and they're like, nah, I ain't gonna be submissive, nah, then it's like that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be your slave.
Exactly. And it's like, and it's not on some, nah, like I don't get no say so and stuff like that. That's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Like to me, submissive means trust.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
To me, submissive means trust. So when you have somebody who is submissive, that means that their trust in you, in whatever aspect that is, because there's multiple different ways to be submissive and stuff, and all that, because men can be submissive to their woman in some ways.
Okay.
Like whatever aspect that you're being submissive in is that you trust this person to make the right decision in that area, in that field.
Right. That's good. Just trusting someone to make the right decision.
Yeah. I mean, submissiveness is also honestly a sign of like respect. Yeah. Like because of that trust. It's like, oh, okay, like I trust and I respect you as my partner, so we're gonna go ahead and do what you say or whatever. Like of course the person can like say like their opinion and say this, that, and the other and all that, but if you're trusting that they have the final say so, then that's very important. Because at the end of the day, if we just keep it a bean, we keep it funky, like you can't have. It's very hard to have two assertive people in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's very hard to have two people who are like, no, it needs to be this way.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like, of course, y'all can discuss it, y'all can talk about it and stuff in a healthy manner.
Yeah.
But to have both people like that, it makes it very complicated. I mean, people need to think about it like this. When you have a ship, you have a captain, you have a co-captain.
Oh, you have a co-captain on the ship?
Yeah, or you can say a first mate.
A first mate?
Yeah.
It's very British.
So, if you want to do chef and sous chef too, whatever, you basically get it. Like, there's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And so, of course, both of them are very important to the functioning of that ship.
Yeah.
The functioning of whatever the thing is, organization, both of them are very important.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, in order for there to be like, confusion, in order for there to be action done, instead of just going back and forth, in order for there to be like actual progress in whatever direction they're going, like there has to be some type of this person as the final say so.
Okay. I agree. That makes a lot of sense. Do you feel like in a lot of your relationships, the people you are dating lack that sort of submissiveness?
In my personal relationships,
Yeah.
I believe that there was most of them. I think most of them had general submissiveness, and I think some of them like didn't, and so, which of course created problems because I'm naturally a dominant person, like, but when they didn't have that natural submissiveness and that trust and whatnot, two things. One, of course, it made me feel like, why aren't you like, understanding, listening, and like trying and doing ABC of what I'm saying. But then also too, it made me look at myself as a man, because when a woman isn't being submissive to you, to me at least, it makes me think like, okay, why doesn't she want to submit to me? Like, what is it to where she doesn't respect my opinion enough to listen?
Right.
Like, so, and it kind of made me look at myself like, damn, like, is it that, like, she doesn't have trust in what I'm telling her about? She thinks that I can't, like, or I don't have experience, or I don't necessarily know what I'm talking about when I'm saying this thing.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, which in itself, honestly, like, can be bad, because if somebody in general does have experience in something, or they seem like they know what they're talking about, or you're just not trying to be submissive to them and whatnot, like, like I said, it'll create problems. Like, that actually is a thing with today, with women nowadays. Like, I think that, like, I'm gonna ask you first. I'll ask you. Please. Do you believe that women not being submissive is like toxic?
I'm glad you asked that question. I actually hate the word toxic. I try to use as little as possible. I feel like it's now just catch-all for just anything that people don't like or that's unpleasant. The way you described submissiveness, I like that definition of it. It's more about trust and trust in your partner's ability to handle what they say they can handle and what they're going to handle. So certainly in a relationship, if a woman doesn't have that sort of trust in her man to handle the things he says he's going to handle, that's going to produce serious problems. And of course, the dynamic of a man and a woman often is, of course, the man is the more masculine, and he's sort of leading. It's kind of like he's driving a car and the woman's in the passenger seat. So if she's just backseat driving the whole fucking time, anyone who's been in a vehicle with someone backseat driving knows how fucking annoying that can be, right? So if someone isn't trusting your decisions when you're in a vehicle, like, we can't go anywhere anymore because I don't want to be in this car with you. And also, I'm now second guessing my own turns because I know you're about to say something. So 100%, I think that sort of inability to just sit there in the passenger seat and trust that the other person knows what they're doing is going to destroy a good relationship, is going to ruin the journey of you being in this vehicle and going anywhere. So I do think women, I'm trying to say this and not sound misogynist. I do think women, being or trying not to be submissive for any reason other than I simply truly just don't think that this man is making the right decisions is certainly problematic. Another word I don't love, but problematic for relationships. And I do feel that in this modern day there's something going on. There's something in the water that's producing like an attitude of a woman that's saying, I don't want to listen to him. Not because he doesn't know what he's talking about, but just because I don't want to. Just because, he's a guy and we're women and we can now have our own voice, we can do what we want and also have our own opinions, which is great. But also now that he's saying what he's saying, I don't want to, be under his thumb. So I'm just going to try and go my own way, go my own way for go my own way's sake. I feel like there's more of that in the ether. I don't know, I can't pinpoint exactly where it's come from, but I think that's an issue.
I mean, I think that it comes from, I can't specifically pinpoint, but I know in general it comes from a lot of different things. Like, of course, if we just really get down to the nitty gritty, we'd be diving into so much, like when it comes to like certain races and how they like interact when it comes to like submissiveness and stuff, and how it affects like our race, the black community, and why, and you know, black men being like always demasculated and stuff, like since slavery and all the different things, the systemic racism, the prison system, and this, that, and other, da.
And that's more in the black community, that is.
Yeah. And so, like, if we just really get down to the nitty gritty, and so that obviously directly correlates with the reason why black women are less submissive.
Yeah.
Because they have been for so long, like, that dominant, I gotta take care of it type of person.
Okay.
And stuff. Because that's also something that I think that can be a woman's power, her femininity, though. Like
100%.
Like,
100%.
And so when a man is doing what he does and taking care of his business and stuff and all that, it makes a woman, in my opinion,
relax.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Less like, you know, this, that, and other. Like, if she just worked her job or she just did ABC, like, you know, like, she's not trying to come home and just hear, like, oh, and all that. Like, no, like, if her man is, oh, okay, like, babe, like, let me get your nails done or whatever and stuff. Or, oh, babe, like, you know, took care of, like, the bills and stuff, you know, so don't worry about that. Or, oh, babe, like, let me make sure that, like, I do stuff around the house so you don't ever gotta worry about that shit. Let me make sure your car good, your car's okay and stuff and all that. Let me, you know, do all these things. Of course, protecting and stuff, like, when she knows, like,
a lot of things that he's doing.
You know, yeah. When
But to make sure that she doesn't need for nothing is what you're saying, right?
Like, yeah, in a somewhat way and stuff. And so, like, I'm a firm believer up in, like, of course, there are certain gender roles that just aren't up to debate. Like, I'm not finna ask my girl to protect the house if somebody break in.
Yeah.
But I do also believe that nowadays there are some kind of, like, bending of gender roles and stuff because of how, like, progressive we are as a society. But that doesn't take away from who we are essentially. Like, essentially...
I think we're doing something that's kind of almost violating our biology with what we're doing as a society. And I think that's showing in how we are, like, now interacting as men and women. I think, I think you're right. Like, this modern day, I'll try and keep this brief. We are moving to a place where we are much more progressive with gender roles, which means men are taking more, you know, more 360 roles and doing more things that aren't necessarily super duper masculine and embracing more of that femininity. And so our females are doing the same thing. They're embracing more of their masculinity and their independence. But for whichever reason, I think that the movement in that direction means that we aren't as attracted to each other as we once were. I think biologically something's there that just means a female is attracted to a masculine man and vice versa. And because we are progressing in this direction where people are more, what would you say, comprehensive in terms of their masculine to femininity spectrum, it means that we just aren't polarizing each other the same way.
Yeah.
As well.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, like, I know for me and a lot of men out there, like, how we are, how we naturally want to be, like, it's almost like a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
And stuff, like, because at the end of the day, like, women are the chargers for men. They're the batteries in our back. Like, a lot of things that we do are for women.
100%.
And stuff. Like, a woman can have a direct effect upon how a man is in his life and how he feels.
How much drive he has.
How much drive he has.
Yeah,
like
the motivation to get up and get at him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so when he comes home to his woman and stuff after going through Lord knows what inside the world, he doesn't want to, you know what I'm saying, like argue or this, that, and the other and all that. Like, he wants to be able to know, like, okay, this is my babe. Like, she's within her femininity. Like, like she's looking good, this, that, and the other. I like to, you know, like take care of her and stuff. And her, with her nurturing of her man and stuff, like, oh, my man's home, you know, let me make sure that, like, I ask him, like, how his day was, rub his back a little bit, this, that, and the other. Let me, if I have some food cooked, which that's a little, because I like to cook, so I have no problem, you know, cooking as well and stuff. We could do 50-50 on the cooking, I ain't even gonna lie.
Sure.
Like,
you'll just make 6.5 food and she'll make whatever food she'll make.
This nigga. But, yeah, like, when both people are, like the man and the woman are having their, you know, their masculinity and the femininity, like, just really in tune with each other and stuff. Like, when they're living inside that, it does more often than not create more cohesion.
Yeah, I think so too. I think 100% that.
And what comes with the femininity, if we want to call a spade, what comes with masculine energy is dominance. What comes with femininity energy is submissiveness.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. So, that's true. That's 100% true. Okay, well, that is our episode. So, like we said before, go ahead and comment down below what you think about that conversation. If you have anything to add about what you think of gender roles, if you believe that they should still be a thing, or if you think that we can move away from that, we can progress. And then if you could please hit that like, that'd be very helpful for us, and subscribe if you want to see more content. We have been the Knobheads. I'm your boy David Ekunno. This is
Charlie Miller, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Bum, bum, bum. Peace.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.